I was kind of having little scares regularly, thinking, wow, how did I forget that? And like I said, I just felt like I was too young to be having these problems.
You're watching the Dr. Nandi Show, and we're discussing what you can do to keep your brain healthy, because a healthier brain equals a healthier you. Now, my first guest is someone who was very concerned about her memory. She was having trouble remembering things and suffered with brain fog. At times, she thought she was losing it. But she changed her lifestyle and immediately improved her brain performance. Let's find out how. Please welcome Kathryn Bonnano. Kathryn, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nandi.
No, it's going to be important here. So tell me what was going on. So you're very worried about your memory. What was going on that really concerned you?
Well, I'm not 20, so at first I wasn't real concerned about
Although you look
names. Thank you. Forgetting little things, but I had a few episodes where I was terrified, where I really lost focus, had trouble concentrating on a conference that I attended. I was almost afraid to open my mouth. I actually thought maybe I was having a stroke.
Wow.
Because I would ask a question and it didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out, the question, the words. And I was in this conference for a couple of days, and I was a little more withdrawn because I was
What do you do for a living?
unsure of myself.
What were you doing for a living? What kind of a conference was this?
It was a gemological conference.
Ah.
I'm in the gem business, GEM.
Yeah.
Say it like GYM, but a GEM. It was really upsetting.
And you feel helpless, don't you? Because I think
stupid
that you
too. You feel really stupid.
and you lose control.
Yes.
And you saw Dr. Masley. So you saw him on a PBS special, right?
Yes.
Yes. So tell us about your passion for the brain and your 5-step plan.
Well, in our clinic, we've identified what impacts brain processing speed. How quick can you make your brain? And we've looked at food, nutrients, activity, stress management, toxins. What simple steps could you make that would improve your brain?
So Dr. Masley, tell us about all these amazing foods that you have here and how they can help.
Well, we want pigments for our brain, like green leafies. If you eat green leafies each day a cup, your brain's 11 years younger than if you don't.
Boom.
And berries and cherries, these pigments protect our brain from aging, and they help us be sharper.
And they're delicious, by the way. Its side effect is that they're really good tasting, aren't they?
They're wonderful. And
Yeah.
beets actually increase the blood flow to your brain.
Yeah, my son loves beets. And what else do you have?
And then dark chocolate, but it can't be milk chocolate. It's got to be really dark for that pigment.
Yes.
So when you add this, you're actually nourishing and healing and protecting your brain.
And then you've got some good fats here, don't you?
We do, because your brain is mostly fat. You know, it's 60% fat. So we do want nuts and virgin olive oil. It's really good for us. And wild seafood like salmon or sardines. And eggs, that is actually a healthy fat for our brain. And that nourishes our brain and makes it quicker and sharper.
And so, again, you know, if you look at these foods, all these are not like some exotic food that you have to go to some crazy place and spend $5 million to buy. This is in your average grocery store, right? So I think that's a key feature. And then we're moving down here.
And then we have probiotics, because when you heal your gut, like sauerkraut or yogurt or kefir, when you heal your gut, you actually protect your brain as well. So that's important. And beans, black beans, red beans, lentils, they help control blood sugar, because blood sugar is the #1 cause for memory loss. So we want to cut out the sugar, help control sugar. Spices and herbs are anti-inflammatory, like Italian herb and curry spices.
Oh, I love
awesome
curry.
for your brain.
Yeah, we use this every single day. And then what about these drinks you have here?
Beverages. So there's some beverages. Now, these are in moderation. So tea.
You hear that, Fred? Yes, I do. This is in moderation. You don't drink that from the bottle, sir. Yeah, please, thank you.
So tea, coffee, red wine. In 1 or 2 servings a day. These are also more pigments that are good for our brain, but not in excess.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, they're telling me on the earphone to stop eating all the food that's here, so I'll do that. You know, but you're successful in your program, aren't you? I mean, we saw Kathryn, and she had an amazing success story, but that's really, most of your patients have that kind of success, don't they?
My average patient is improving their brain processing speed, their memory's getting better, and reversing how they age.
Yeah, and let me ask you this. So for people to find out more about you, besides traveling to Florida, how can they do it?
the Better Brain Solution book is where it has fantastic information in it, or our website, drmasley.com.
So what happened? What did he teach you, and what are the principles that Dr. Masley gave you?
Well, first of all, I take less supplements than I ever used to.
Okay.
And I guess the biggest part is probably the diet.
Got it.
So I cut out all processed flours, so no bread, no pizza, and no added sugar at all.
And how'd you feel after this? I mean, did you have? I mean,
Great.
But you weren't having these problems every day. You were having it. I mean, you told me about those two
really.
Right, but were you having more episodes than that? Were you having brain fog?
Yes.
You were.
I was having brain fog. I mentioned the 2 more extreme episodes to you, but I was kind of having little scares regularly, thinking, wow, how did I forget that? Or why didn't I do this or that? And like I said, I just felt like I was too young to be having these problems. So I don't mind the restrictions at all. I mean, occasionally I'd like to have a pizza, but I know my mouth will be really happy and my tummy will be
But not your
for,
brain.
for a little while, 5 minutes, or however long it takes me to eat a whole pizza. But
You're good. 5 minutes.
I have a big
Oh my
appetite. No,
gosh.
half an hour, whatever. And then I know I wouldn't be happy. So if I do have those moments of weakness, I just think, okay, your mouth for 5 minutes or your brain for the next one.
And that's how you should think about this. It's such a great way to put it, because it's just a temporary, I don't know, pleasure that you get, and you can really screw up your life. It's time to take a break, but don't go away. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Partha Nandi, and if you enjoyed that video, you're gonna love the next one. It's full of incredible information to help you start your health hero journey.